Welcome to Nerd and the Noob, Episode 8.
I got nothing special.
We're boring today. Alright everybody, welcome back to Nerd and the Noob. My name is Greg. I am your nerd.
I'm Michael. I'm your nerd. I'm your noob.
You're the noob.
I am the noob. I'm noob and talking.
And this is Episode 8,
Which is live, just like last episode.
Yes, we are doing these live for anybody listening to this on iTunes or Android. We do these live and post them on YouTube now, so it's fun.
We have links along... Oh, wait, it's over here. We have links along the sidebar here. They're not clickable, but you can definitely go to them.
Yay.
Just want to get started?
Yeah, well, say hi to everybody. Hello.
Hi, everybody. Hi, chat.
Hi. We also broadcast this every week now on Twitch TV.
Yes.
Which is
Twitch.tv/Nerd and the Noob.
Yes.
Not real hard. We own everything Nerd and the Noob. If we don't, let us know what we don't own so we can go get it.
Okay, so moving directly into our weekend chat explosion. Before we talk about last weekend, I want to say that I rolled my first D&D character today.
Big time nerd!
I am a big time nerd. It was fun.
Today?
I loved it.
I thought you did one last weekend.
No, D&D. We'll talk about what I did.
Playing?
We played
What did you play?
Pitfalls and Penguins.
What's the difference?
D&D is old, and the original Pitfalls and Penguins is the new one by an awesome creator named Joe Hills.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so, talk about your weekend.
Last weekend we can talk about.
Well, let's see. It is this weekend, so we're going to kind of mix last weekend and this weekend.
We did not do an episode last week, and we apologize for that. We went to PlayOnCon in Birmingham, Alabama, which was probably the most fun I've had in like 3 years.
Yes, so much fun.
It was exhausting. It was
lots of drinking.
Yeah, you did.
I drank a lot.
I don't drink, so you drank a lot.
I drank a lot.
But we played Munchkin, Pitfalls and Penguins, which is a Dungeons and Dragons game. Played Cards Against Humanity.
Oh, best card game in the world. So this is the thing with that game. If you play this game, you're going to hell. Okay?
It's a horrible, horrible game against humanity. Look it up. It is cardsagainsthumanity.com. I looked at it the other day. I think they have a printable PDF version of the cards, and
so bad.
We're not mentioning what they were.
I was drunk. Okay, so I'll mention one. One of the questions was, in the near future, paper currency will be obsolete. The new currency will be blank. The one that ended up winning was African children. So it was bad.
In which Angelina Jolie has already started collecting.
Yeah, so it was pretty bad.
2 or 3 drinks. No, he had I don't know, Red Solo cup, and it had a tube going in. He needed a helmet.
Yes, I needed a helmet. I was drinking Long Island's.
Let's see here. What else did we do? We ate at Crackle Barrel every morning.
Yes.
I loved it. Crackle Barrel, they came to enjoy us after a while.
They can handle when we
Friday night, we went to a place called Flip Burger in Birmingham
so
on the hill. On the, what did they call it?
I don't freaking know.
That area we went to was like the hill.
It was on a hill.
Or the mountain or something. Anyway, it was an amazing burger that I had. Fantastic food. The wait staff was amazing. We got photobombed.
Did we?
We got photobombed. One of the waiters, somebody was taking a picture going towards y'all's table, and just before the picture was took, waiter did this in the picture.
What else did we do? I had sushi. I've never had sushi.
I did not partake in the sushi.
I had a little bit of sushi. I have no idea what it was.
Didn't you have like a fish egg?
Oh, that was gross. Yeah.
Let's see here. What else did we do? I saw a hypnotist at a 18 and up only show.
So bad.
So bad.
So dirty.
So funny. And if you ever get the chance to go to one of these shows, go.
Yeah,
I'm telling you now, you need to go. It was the funniest thing I have by far I have ever witnessed.
Nice.
I mean, it was very dirty and not family friendly.
Yeah. So, well, we'll get off the PlayOnCon thing. It was a lot of fun, needless to say. If you want to know more about it, go check out the YouTubes. There's
check out Dead Workers Party on YouTube. They made a playlist of a lot of videos and stuff like that. We met somewhere upwards of around 30 YouTube people. Amazing time. They're all great people. Check all of them out.
Right. Okay, so what about this weekend? Did you do anything?
Other than I played D&D.
You rolled your first character.
I rolled my first character.
What were you?
I am a half-elf ranger.
Okay.
My father was a human. My mother was an elf.
Okay.
And they were killed due to crossbreeding. That's not allowed in the world. So the dark elves killed them. I'm an orphan. I'm Batman. I'm Batman. And we bring it full circle.
Wow, really? Let's see. What other questions?
What else did I do?
What was the best roll you had with your D20? I guess
a 20.
A 20.
A nat 20.
Cool. Okay, so my weekend, I haven't done crap. I worked yesterday. I streamed for like 6 hours last night.
You streamed for way more than 6 hours.
Last night?
It had to, well, maybe not way. It had to have been 7 or 8 hours.
Well, I've been playing Tekkit, and it takes a long time to make stuff now. Let's see, what else did I do? And then today we went up to Opry Mills, and I got my hat made. In the video, you guys will see it. I've got a Mongolian army hat.
If you don't know, he's Mango on YouTube's.
So, yeah. And other than that, now I'm sitting here doing a podcast.
We love doing the podcast.
And it's fun.
It
All
is
right,
fun.
so we're going to get out of that. Was that good for you?
I'm trying to think of anything else from Dorky Girl plays, or Casey, her grandparents hosted us at their farm in Birmingham for a barbecue. And I wanted to say thank you because it was the best food I've had in a long time, including salad.
That has broccoli in it, right?
There was a broccoli salad and a 7-layer salad. It didn't have the broccoli one. The 7-layer was fantastic.
I went up there and I saw ribs.
Well, I saw a picture of your plate.
It was just meat. It was like 6 ribs and like 2 pieces of chicken. That's all I had. It was horrible. And Dr. Pepper.
Okay, moving on. First thing we do every episode is the long box, and the first thing in the long box is
my story. I found it. I'm going to talk about it.
All right, fine, go for it.
Dan Aykroyd says Ghostbusters 3 will go ahead. Woo! Round of applause.
Yes.
Round of applause. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
But without Bill Murray. But you know what? I'm okay. Because apparently the reason that we haven't had a Ghostbusters 3 yet is because Bill Murray didn't want to do the movie. And apparently they have some kind of co-ownership of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like the group of them do?
Yeah, they wrote it.
And so with that, like he's been kind of putting the brakes on it. And so apparently now he's opting out of it, but has said he's not quite said they can do it yet, but he's not going, no, you cannot do this anymore.
They've got a new guy coming in to do a draft for the movie his name is Ethan Coen. I don't know who he is. I've never heard of him. I didn't bother looking him up. Sorry, Ethan. I know you listen to this.
Yeah, the only reason this is in the long box is because I just want to say a couple things. First off is I know Hollywood's been doing all these remakes and everything, but if you want to do a Ghostbusters 3, I'm okay with it. I'm sorry, but if we can have the Expendables, the Untouchables, Expendables with every horribly old action star in it, then I think a Ghostbusters 3 is going to work just fine.
I think it will too, and I still think overall I bet Bill Murray's going to be in it.
I don't think so.
I think what happens...
It says, Dan Aykroyd has stated 2 very clear things about Ghostbusters 3 in a new interview. Bill Murray will not be involved.
But it's Bill Murray.
And this film is still in the works.
It's Bill Murray. He's gonna come back in, he's gonna be like, okay guys, kill me in the beginning, I'll be a ghost, I'll go, boo! Okay guys, later. And
why would he not do the movie though? That's what I don't understand. It's gonna be money.
Have you seen the man? He's kind of old and crazy.
Well, so are the other ones.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen Egon do anything in forever. Harold Ramis.
Still, I don't see why he wouldn't. Excuse me. Carry on. Been a long day. I didn't get much sleep. I don't see why he wouldn't do it. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's going to make money. If nothing else, nobody under the age of 25 is going to go see this movie.
No. Ghostbusters transcends your age limit because your parents watched it, and then they had their kids watched it with them. We watched it with our mom,
right?
And then I've shown it to Trent,
and apparently Egon directs now. I call him Egon because I don't know. Harold Ramis is who?
He was in Stripes with Bill Murray. He was the other guy.
I know.
And
really,
howdy.
Continue.
I completely lost my train of thought. I still think Bill Murray's going to be in it.
I don't. No,
I
it's not going to happen. Later, we have people leaving in the chat.
Oh, no. Sorry. Okay, moving on.
Otherwise, what say you? Yes, Ghostbusters 3?
I will give them my money regardless.
It's taking my money. What about you, Miss Mango? Ghostbusters 3? Yes, no, or maybe?
She said yes.
She said yes. Alright, so moving on. Next thing in the long box. This is all you, my friend.
Bryan Singer confirms X-Men First Class sequel is going to be called Days of Future Past. And I've not read this run in the X-Men series. I know of the storyline. I know I've seen different versions of it.
Right.
Like the Wolverine and the X-Men did it a couple of years ago, which was good. What it is, Days of Future Past is a storyline where the future Kitty Pryde comes back in time, takes over the body of the regular day Kitty, present day, and warns them of what it's like in the future, where the mutants are in internment camps, the Sentinels are in control of the entire country now. And it's all due to a failed rescue of Senator Kelly. Because, apparently in the future he's supposed to be a big mutant supporter later on. So, that's...
Well, it's a good thing they rebooted that, because he's dead already in the movies.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
He melted. Which was really weird. I never really liked that part.
Anyways, continue on. Okay, would you like the Wikipedia?
My guess is they're not actually going to use Kitty because she hasn't been introduced. I would love to see them use Bishop, actually. Bishop is the one of the big players from the 80s and 90s. I think 80s and 90s. I know 90s. His power was he redirected kinetic energy.
Right.
Like he could get shot with a beam and then he could store it and then shoot it back. I would rather see him than Kitty. We've already seen her in a movie. We've never seen him. That would probably be more of their style, I think. Mm-hmm. Stop looking at Miss Mango funny.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's a whole Wikipedia page about it. You need to check it out. In that future, everybody's dead. I think everybody except for Wolverine ends up being completely toast. I can't remember exactly. Like I said, it's been, let's see here, television. It was on the X-Men animated series. It was on Wolverine and the X-Men, and I think it will also appear in the Superhero Squad. So, it's a cool story. I'm worried about a future story for a movie nowadays, considering they just did this one as a period piece.
Yeah.
So that worries me.
I think a lot of it's going to depend on how many of the characters come back. So I think
a lot of them
you're going to have Professor X, the same guy that played Professor X, and Magneto. Definitely, you don't actually need to have the kids. The only one you really got to have out of that whole group is the Ramos chick. Oh God, what's her name? Mystique. That's really the only one you have to have out of all that cast. Because you do another movie, you can get rid of all of them except for that one.
Well, no, I think several of them are still going to be there. Probably teachers in the school. I wouldn't put it past them to have this be 15 years in the future.
Well, I'm not talking about the characters. I'm talking about the actors. The actors that played the kids from First Class are not going to be there. I just don't see that happening.
No, I think he'll have a new class.
Right. It's first. I don't know why they're not calling it Second Class.
Because they're no, just stop. No. They're doing their own universe, kind of like Nolan did with his own Nolanverse. I'm Batman. Yeah, I'm Batman. I think they're going to do their own universe, and I'm happy for that.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Okay, really next up is something you enjoy.
Boop, boop. This one is awesome. Is that X-Men Sophomore Year? Thank you, Big L. He says they should call it X-Men Sophomore Year. That would be a good title. Anyways, moving on. Dead silence. Don't like silence. Rocksteady's next Batman video game will be sans minus Paul Dini script.
Paul Dini has been one of the big time writer for DC. I think everybody at this point, but he's a big DC writer for a long time.
Right. I've never actually read his comic stuff, but playing his games, I think the games, the stories for these were probably some of the best thought out storylines. Next to things like Uncharted, Assassin's Creed. I mean, it's in that realm. And in comic book games,
it could be its
always
own,
suck.
It could be its own movie.
Yes, it could. Comic book games always suck. So to have somebody who knows what he's doing writing the story, it works. It's not a video game story. It's a movie script that they turn into a video game.
I don't think they get somebody just out of the blue to write another one. I think they bring in another comic book person. Hollywood, the game industry, everyone has finally learned, if you want to write a good story when it comes to comic books or, video games or just older characters, bring in the people who know the source material.
Right.
If you're going to do another Captain America movie, I guarantee you there are people there who have written Captain America.
Oh yeah.
And if any character, the new Batman movie, you had Bane. I know that the dude who created him had to have something to do with the movie. I mean, even if it was just as a consultant, you don't do this stuff anymore without bringing in people who have written for him.
No, like I said, it depends on which direction they go with this. It says that the next one is going to be featuring Batman and maybe the Justice League set in the Silver Age. Now, I don't know what that is. I don't even know which age the one we just got done was in.
Technically modern, I guess.
Okay, so I don't know what the Silver Age is.
Silver Age would have been Super Friends, I think.
No, not liking that.
Well, that crew.
I'm okay with having the Justice League in it, but the problem is if you have the Justice League in it, I think if it's not done right, it becomes campy. And these games are not campy. They need to be dark. Like, if you're going to have Justice League, have Aquaman in it. That's fine. I don't care. Make them dark, though. I mean, this has got to be just a gritty... I mean, I'm looking at one of the posters here on the page, and he's got blood on his knuckles.
Is it blood? I thought those were his... Okay, yeah, I guess that's blood.
There's blood on his knuckles. He has beat the crap out of somebody, and now he's got blood on his knuckles. They need to make whatever next game is going to be like that. Otherwise, they need to drop the Arkham out of it and just make a whole nother set.
Somebody said DC Universe game, the MMO. It's okay.
I didn't never.
I think storied. I think when you're going to do a comic book style thing, it's going to have to be storied.
No, absolutely.
No open source, no open anything. The only open game I've ever liked was Spider-Man, and that because you could swing to the top of the building
and then
drop.
Agreed. Let's see. The next thing could indeed. Apparently, but because you're not going to have Paul Dini doing the script. Joker's not doing. I mean,
Mark Hamill.
He doesn't do the Joker. Yeah, Mark Hamill no longer does Joker. So I mean, you're losing a lot of the stuff from Batman the Animated Series back from the 90s.
Which probably means that Kevin... forgive me, I know his name. Kevin...
What are you referring to?
The voice of Batman.
You know, what's the voice of Batman, chat?
Kevin Conroy.
There you go.
Kevin Conroy has been the voice of Batman for us our entire lives.
Pretty much.
And I doubt he's in it again. I think he ends up.
That's right. If that's the case, then I think they need to get out of the Batman era so much this current, and they need to get into either Batman Beyond or go into a Nightwing.
Oh yeah, I love Batman.
Go either Nightwing or Batman Beyond, because Nightwing is maybe not as badass as Batman.
True,
but he's just as dark sometimes, and he's got that.
He's got good story.
He's got the good story behind him. Or you go Batman Beyond style and try to not get it all futuristic crap, but you give it a good basis.
You could do Bat Family too.
We were talking about that the other day.
No, the current Bat Family is massive. You've got Batgirl, Batwoman, 2 other Batgirls. You've got 4 or 5 Robins.
Are they all alive?
Apparently.
Okay. Yes, I agree with Big L in the chat. Joseph Gordon-Levitt as Nightwing. Winning. Definitely.
Yes.
I want that movie. Like, I don't care who directs it at this point. I want it in the style of the Nolanverse.
Yes.
So, probably Nolan.
Yes. He needs to produce it.
Yes, produce it. That's fine. I want that movie. Speaking of Batman, let's go to Batman. I want that movie. Nightwing movie.
You're still hurt that they didn't do anything.
I am dying that they ended the movie like that. I am pissed. Excuse me for the cussing. I am pissed beyond all recognition. That is a crappy ending for them to go, they do the Batman music and he's standing in the cave like, it's bats and I'm not scared. I'm like, I hate you. I hate you so bad.
He was an orphan.
I hate him so bad. Okay. Anyways, what were we talking about?
The game, but we've pretty much said it all. I agree. There's going to be more Batman.
Okay, so I gave my opinions. Last thing on it. If you had your choice of Batman era personages, bad guys, what would you do?
As in, like, which era would I do?
What game would you want to see?
I would probably love to see a Batman Beyond game as well.
Okay.
I still think the Bruce Timm universe is by far the best one in a very long time. He's the guy who did all the Batman stuff, the Superman, the Justice League, all those cartoons we had when we were kids. And I would love to see that. I would love to see Terry McGinnis. I would love to see Terry McGinnis as Batman on the big screen. Yeah. I think a Batman Beyond on the big screen would be so fantastic.
That would be a neat miniseries too, if done right. Like the origin story of Terry McGinnis.
Yeah,
because it's not. No, most people when they think Batman, 90% of people don't think Terry McGinnis.
90% of people don't know Terry McGinnis.
So that would be a cool miniseries, if not movie. That would definitely be a cool little miniseries. You know, you bring some old guy out for, Bruce Wayne. It's not real hard. Some, get off my lawn, some guy.
He's doddering, but he still beats the stuff out of people.
And, then you bring in Terry McGinnis, who go to the casting for Superman and pick any of those guys. Because they pretty much look like, all of them kind of look the same. Have you ever noticed that in a lot of the cartoons? Like, Dick...
Grayson?
No. Freaking A. Bruce Wayne and Superman dude. What's his name?
Clark
Kent. I don't know where Dick came from.
Grayson?
Probably. So, do you ever notice those two look a lot alike?
In
most cartoons.
In the animated universe, yes, they looked a lot alike.
Seriously. So, go to the Superman auditions and grab the second place.
Grab the second place guy. Okay. No,
and let him be Terry McGinnis.
I just don't think that... Terry McGinnis has got to be younger. Actually, maybe with as big as he is now, what about... Levitt would be good.
No, see, they've established... See, he's screwed. He can never play another character because he's established now as Robin. He either has to be Robin or Nightwing, or I'm going to kill him.
I don't think it'll be Robin. I would put money in your hand that it will not be Robin.
Nightwing?
Nightwing, I see.
Okay, I'm good with that.
Okay, so
anyways,
moving on from Batman. That would be the end of the long box today. There's some more stuff we could probably talk about in it, but we're going to move on, get some other stuff out of the way.
Is there more stuff in there?
Well, there could be, but we're not going to.
Okay, no. Next thing up is Comic of the Week, and this week he let me pick.
I did.
And
I let him pick Justice League Beyond. Speaking of,
I know, it's kind of why we were
Beyond,
talking about all this.
It was... let me see here. Let me get my creative team up here. Justice League Beyond #1, because he will not read anything but a #1.
Hey, if I'm going to start a story, I need to know the back.
It was written by Derek Fridolfs and Dustin Nguyen. Art was done by Dustin Nguyen as well, as long as also the cover was. Colors in it were done by Randy Mayer. I can say Mayer.
Yeah, you can say Mayer. That's good. I liked it because
let's talk about it.
Looking at this, okay, so I don't know. I probably have not seen all the Batman Beyond episodes.
I've got them.
But
if you want.
I probably should grab those. I've seen most of them, or some of them. Really. What I like about this is I think either vice versa. The guy who drew for Batman Beyond the cartoon came over and drew the comic, or the guy who was drawing the comic went over and drew the cartoon. Either way,
no, because there is there's a similarity, but there's still differences in it. I think that
I don't think so.
He's doing what's called aping someone else's style.
I think this is straight up. Let's go. Let's see. Hang on. I want to know who the artist is for Batman Beyond. I'm googling this right now, people.
Bruce Timm did a lot of the artwork.
Cartoon artist.
Sure, why not?
Sure, let's try that. Batman Beyond Wikipedia. Known as Batman in the Future. Blah blah blah. Animated series. So I want to know. Main cast. Nope. Come on, show me who drew it. Anybody know?
Paul Dini was one of the producers.
Oh, here we go. Producers. Yep, Paul Dini, Bruce Timm. See, I don't see this guy's name anywhere. That amazes me, the fact that they can go through and take this guy's work and just totally copy it.
Well, I mean, it's also it's a franchise thing. They're gonna get permission.
Yeah. But that's the thing. The one thing I like about this is I think this is probably better in a trade.
There's this storyline, the Superman one and the Batman one, I think are being collected in Batman.
Right? No. I get that. I'm just talking about like most comics. Like half the page is wording in one form or another. This is literally bubbles. They've got the whole kerplow and kerchunk and I'm gonna whoop you in the face and that kind of stuff. But this is just like it's like an old-fashioned standoff clip is all it is. It's like I'm going to kill you. Next page. No, I'm going to kill you.
That's what's referred to as talking heads. This dude's freaky.
Yeah, they've got some weird clown guy with guns coming out of his box, and that's just weird to say. But anyway, but I think this would probably be better as a, what did I say? Paperback trade. As a trade paperback.
And it probably will be. And when it comes out, I'll get it for you for Christmas.
There you go. Because, the art in it is fantastic. See, like, crackle. Yeah, whatever. You sound stupid. Shut up. The art in it is great. One thing he did say is the difference between the cartoon version and this version is the mask.
The mask definition.
Yeah, the mask definition is nuts.
It is weird. I think.
Why can you see his teeth? Isn't it a full mask?
No. Well, it's.
Wait. No, isn't that a full mask?
It's a comic. It's a comic book.
Did you guys know there's a kid as a Green Lantern too? Oh my god. Really? I mean, there's like this weird little like bald kid. He's weird. What is his name?
It features them all.
What's his name?
Cairo.
He's like weird.
You've got and this is about 60 years in the future, give or take, maybe 50. You've got Cairo as the Green Lantern on Earth now. You've got Warhawk, who is the son of the Justice League Green Lantern, John Stewart and Hawkgirl.
Yeah.
Then you've got Terry McGinnis as Batman, and then you've got Barda, who is an exiled new god. Look it up.
Wait, I think I know this. She's from Doomsday or something like that. The planet with the big bad guy.
Apocalypse,
yeah, that one.
Yes, good job.
See, I just saw.
He gets a little new.
I saw a cartoon. I saw a cartoon with her in it, and she was mean. But I mean, overall, it's a good comic. I love the art in it. Yeah, I think it just reminds me of the '90s the '90s cartoon.
And if you checked it out, and if you like that old show, check out the comic book. It was a lot of talking heads and a lot of action.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was good. Like I said, crackle and wait, where's my? We got one. This is foom. That's a sound effect, and you've got kaboom. You've
thwang,
got thwang and thwack right after each other. Those make me laugh. Oh, what is this one? We have clank, clank, clank. Tatta tatta. There's no rata there, but it's just tatta 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 tatta. Ping pong, ping pong. Whoever drew this one loved the descriptive word as the as the bubble.
Ping,
ping, ping, ping, squirt. So. You guys should go read it if you haven't read it. We got it off Comicology. It was like 99 cents.
Yeah, it's it looks like up to whatever's current is
10
issues. And this was short. It was 10 pages, 15 pages, 99 cents. That's not that bad. It doesn't take long to read or anything like that.
Right. It was good. I liked it. I give it. I got a score at one point.
If it's below a 3, it's noobs. If it's above, it's nerds.
I'll definitely give it. I'll give it 4 nerds. I liked it. I thought it was a little short, but I liked it.
I will give it. I'll give it 3.5 nerds because I agree with you. It was way too short, and the I guess what we would call the older Terry, the older Batman, and we haven't seen Terry yet. That threw me off.
Right.
And there was no story in this. It literally was.
It was a fight.
It was a fight. So I mean, I like it. I will read the rest of it, but I hope for more.
Gotcha. All right, so moving on. Not last week's, but the week before, we had a special Noob versus Batman
versus Batman
versus Batman
versus Batman
versus Batman
versus Batman.
I was thinking there was too many Batmans.
Was it too many Batmans?
I don't know. So yeah. Anyways, so I went with number 1 was the new Batman,
and I went with the correct choice, which was Michael Keaton.
We both lost.
We did. I put out a vote out there, and somehow I think somebody made a program to continually vote, but I'm going to take it anyway. Out of 90-something votes, 84 of them were for Adam West. So congratulations, Adam West.
And whoever cheated, good on you.
Golf clap?
Golf clap. Anyways, so this week's Noob versus, and I'm going with the first name.
That was no.
Yep, because I've read them.
I've
watched
them.
I don't care. You're the nerd. I'm not.
That's not fair.
So Noob versus this week is Katniss Everdeen versus Hawkeye.
And if you're not aware, check it out. Katniss Everdeen is from the Hunger Games,
which I've actually read, so therefore I get the right to choose her.
I say she's going down hard.
Really, you were just arguing to pick her.
Yeah, I know.
See, he's already going to lose because he doesn't know any better.
I like waffles. Because I'm a waffler.
Because you're a waffler. Katniss Everdeen is going to whoop tail because she's not afraid to die.
Well, that's good because Hawkeye going to put one through her.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Hawkeye, he's a big weenie. He has to use, like, special stuff. Nah, she whoop your ass in the woods.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
You're going down.
No, Hawkeye. Yep. Hawkeye.
Come back up now. So, anyway, so far it still stands at 4-0.
There's an error. Someone marked off my wins.
No, you didn't get a win.
Darn it.
You've not won yet. But apparently I'm losing already.
You are already losing. Yay!
We've got 2 for Hawkeye and 1 for Go USA. So, anyways,
Hawkeye's from the USA. She's from District 13. So,
yeah, okay, nice. All right, so next thing we're going to jump into the short box. The first one is going to be mine because if you remember in a Noob versus a few weeks ago,
in a Noob discusses.
I mean, a Noob discusses a couple weeks ago. We had the fact that they had this new Green Lantern. We didn't know who he was, what his name was, where he was from, any of that stuff.
All we know is he was Arabic.
Yeah, he's Arabic. So now we know he's Arabic, and he has a name. And what is that name again?
His name is
Baz.
Baz? I'm saying Baz.
Is it Baz or Baz?
I'm saying Baz.
I don't know. It's B-A-Z. So I don't know how that would go.
Apparently, he's going to fight the Justice League.
Yes. Apparently, it looks like he's going to be part of Rise of the Third Army.
Which, from what I'm thinking, again, I've said this before, I think the Third Army is a new type of soldier that some of the Guardians have created to police the universe.
See, I don't know about all that, but you won't let me read Green Lantern again until the next time DC comes around.
It doesn't mean I might not let you buy one.
Because you're not a big old goober here.
No, you got Marvel next week.
But yeah, so now we've got a link here that tells us that he has shown up. He does. Let's see. Apparently, let's see. And here,
not the third.
The title is going to be Baz, Earth's new Green Lantern battles the Justice League. Something along those lines. Yes. So, go check that out. Check out the link. Links are down below.
Next up is Thor 2 gets a villain, and he is a former doctor. Christopher Eccleston, otherwise a Doctor Who. He was on Heroes.
Was he on Heroes?
That's what it says.
Who was he on Heroes?
I don't know. I didn't finish Heroes.
And yes, Mr. D. Fowler in the chat, I did say Gooberhead.
Shut up. A lot of people saw, if you saw G.I. Joe, he was...
You forgot the name already, didn't you?
I said it earlier.
Cobra Commander?
No, Destro.
Destro.
He was the rich dude who funded everything and then finally got a metal face.
He can't be Loki. We already have Loki. Sorry, Dan. Good try, though. So who is he going to be? Read.
Okay, he is going to be... someone will know him. Malekith the Accursed in Thor: The Dark World. And I actually know who that character is.
Really?
He's a dark elf.
Wait, there's elves in the Thor world?
Yes, one of the 9 realms is an elf world. He's got like a half black, half blue face. He's a confidant for Thor and Odin and all that for a long time, and then he turns on him.
Oh wait, I saw that in the movie. Was that in the cartoon thing?
It was the young one, the young Thor movie. Yeah, same thing.
Ah, gotcha.
That guy.
Go ahead.
I actually think that's cool because they're gonna introduce more worlds.
If they let him have his accent, because I'm that accent.
I would assume because all elves have an accent.
Wow. Moving on. That was so elvish. Elfist.
Elfist?
Yeah, that was elfist.
That's elfist.
So moving on. Next one is going to be box office. The Dark Knight Rises past the 730 million worldwide. It's what, like number 1 for the 3rd week in a row?
Yes, and what's funny is it beat Total Recall.
Which we'll talk about in a few minutes. Or in a couple minutes. I want to go see this again so bad. It's not even funny. I still say that some of my favorite parts, like the picture they're showing here, is the stuff in the daylight, just because it's so gritty. It had a different feel for it being in the daylight. And I really enjoyed that. I just didn't like the stupid talking. Oh my God! Between the two of them, you need to
Quick.
Okay.
Quick.
Sorry. Let's see. But apparently, Dark Knight Rises took 67 million this weekend. Takes it to a total of
378.4 overseas, and combined with the current domestic growth
total. Of 354.6 million. That gives it 733 million.
It is the second largest film this year behind The Avengers.
Which goes to prove that Marvel beats DC every time. Moving on.
There was just more things in that.
Yeah, there was. And it was better. So,
that is it for the short box this week. Oh, no, I'm sorry. We added something at the end. So, at PlayOnCon, I mentioned that I played a game. It was a Dungeons & Dragons remake, sort of a version of it called Pitfalls and Penguins. It's a comedic version of the game. It is created by
Joe Hills
and
and
a group of his friends. It was on Kickstarter this week. Or it was on Kickstarter for like the last month or whatever.
Right.
They were asking for $4,000. As of early this week, I think Wednesday, they had not got there yet. And so a lot of people went out there. They tweeted it and everything else. He got the funding for it finally. So it is going to be a game. Please go to pitfallsandpenguins.com. Check it out.
So not the website.
There's a webcomic about it.
There,
and it's just I think you can download the PDF for the current set. It might even be free. I don't know.
This is like a D&D style.
This is a dice roll game.
Yeah, dice roll.
It's very fun to play. It's a good way to just sit around and play with some friends. I loved playing this, and I wanted to support Joe.
Okay.
Because he's a local person.
Yeah, go check it out. We'll keep the link in the description below. So, next thing, moving on, that's all the short box, that's all the long box, new versus, comic of the week, blah, blah, blah. All those links are going to be in the description. So be sure to check them out if you want to know any more about
next?
them. Next is Noob Discusses. This is just short, but Total Recall. Now, I have not seen the movie, so this is coming from an outside perspective of not having seen the movie. Here's my question. Why in the hell did they remake this movie?
My God.
There's no need for it. It's a campy cult classic from, what was it, back in the 80s? Was that the original? Where's it at? No, 1990. Okay, so
he had to get in the chopper.
I had to get in the chopper. Why do you?
I don't even think it's the same story anymore.
That's the thing, though. Then why call it Total Recall? It's not Total Recall.
Why not pretend to make a new movie?
Yes, why not pretend to actually make a new movie? And Big L in the chat just said Colin Farrell needed a job. You know what kills me, though, is you've got, two of the main characters from the Underworld series in it. So I'm guessing that whoever wrote or directed or did something with Underworld, it probably did this. Yeah,
Kate Beckinsale is.
And so is the old guy, the lead vampire.
Oh, yeah.
What's his name?
Bill Nye.
Yeah, Nye. Bill Nye is in there. So it's like, what the crap? Okay, so here's what I want to know then. Let's go director. Did this guy... Yay, look! I guessed it! So here's what happened. The guy that did the Underworld movies, he directed them. Apparently got bored after Underworld went under, and he wanted something for his actors to do.
So he went and watched Total Recall.
He was watching TV one night, Total Recall come on, and he was like,
I could redo this.
I could do that, and I'm going to use all these people. And who's the feigning actor? Colin Farrell. We'll grab him, and that's what he did.
Okay, we need 2 hot chicks.
Yeah, 2 hot chicks.
Got them.
It's unneeded. Please don't remake good movies. Please.
No, okay,
stop remaking movies.
Now that brings up a topic. We talked about Ghostbusters earlier. It's not a remake, but it's a sequel. That's 20 years?
This is not a sequel.
Ghostbusters 3.
No, not Ghostbusters 3.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
On that same vein, we're talking about stop remaking movies from our childhood or from other people's childhood.
Right. They've already tried to screw with my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
We stopped that, though.
Yeah. That's no. Now that they've messed with Total Recall, this just needs to go. No.
There's been rumors of Ferris Bueller.
Oh, don't mess with my Ferris Bueller.
That's what I heard.
Only if Matthew Broderick is in it.
He won't do it again.
Wow.
He did the commercial.
I loved that commercial. That was a great commercial.
That commercial was horrible and it was a tease.
It's like, stop. Just because you get bored, Lynn Wiseman, make another Underworld movie.
I think they've kind of done that to death.
Okay. Quit screwing with other shit. That's what I don't get. Why? It's not Total Recall. The only thing that makes this Total Recall is the way the device worked and the fact that there was a 3-boobed girl in it.
So we've heard.
No, I've seen the pictures.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Whoa. That was creepy. What was that? You should not scroll around on the internet when you're looking at stuff. So they could have just made this an entirely different sci-fi movie. It probably would not have gotten as much press, but they could have just changed the way the system works and don't put the 3-boob girl in it, and it's a different movie. Completely different movie.
No,
it's not on Mars. It's not like there's no secrets behind it like there was in the other one.
I mean, okay, and I'm going to say this, and I know I'm going to get crap for it. I actually really like Colin Farrell. I think he's good when he's on. I like SWAT. It's still one of my favorite movies.
I like SWAT too, but still.
But he was funny on Scrubs once.
No, he wasn't.
He was funny.
No, he wasn't.
He was so funny.
No.
But again, okay, we want to know from you guys. What movies would you absolutely just never get behind if they tried to do a remake?
Let's do a Rotten Tomatoes on this.
You want to do a Rotten Tomatoes?
Yeah, ROT, Rotten Tomatoes. I want to see what everybody's saying about it. Wow, where's it at?
Total Recall, 31%. That doesn't look good.
Yeah, you like this reboot girl, admit it. I didn't say I didn't like her. I said if you take her out, it's a different movie. Okay, so let's see. Rotten Tomatoes on Total Recall. Oh.
31% on the tomato meter and only 53%, so it's about a half and half.
Yeah, while it boasts some impressive action sequences, Total Recall lacks the intricate plotting, wry humor, and fleshed out characters that made the original a sci-fi classic. Don't remake movies!
Scroll down. Total Recall is a toned-down, smoothed-out version of an amped-up, bug-eyed classic. Don't talk about it like that. This is a taut, serviceable sci-fi thriller with a couple of neat visual ideas, and if you're not familiar with either the Schwarzenegger version or the original story, apparently there's another story, the brain-bending twists alone will take you a reasonably long way.
I agree with 31%. You guys just have never seen the good one. That's these 53% of people that liked Total Recall. They must be under 15.
The average rating is a 3 to a 3.35
out of 5.
Yeah, 3.3 out of 5.
Yeah.
So that's not good. So everybody, let's see. The Outsiders, Jason, Escape from New York.
All right. So here's what we're gonna do. I believe that's all for the Noob discusses. That's just pretty much my the thing from the George Lucas. The first second week.
First one.
First week, second week. When I said quit screwing with my movies, I reiterate the fact. Stop screwing with my childhood.
Okay, so that is the end of the show today. We have a contest winner to announce. A few weeks ago, I announced that I had purchased a Batman franchise game pack and was going to give it away. I want it, but I'm not going to keep it. And we gave it, 2.5 weeks? Because we announced it on Twitter when I bought it.
Probably, yeah.
And we picked a winner. His name, I don't know if it's actually his name, it was Marcus Mork. And Marcus, if you're listening, I'm going to email you your code. It's a Steam download, so you can get it on Steam and just enjoy the game. I hope you really like it, and let me know if it's any good, because it's got downloadable content. But I think that's it for us today.
Oh, we need to talk about that later. That badness right there.
If you want to get in touch with us, you can email us at nerdofthenoob@gmail.com. You can get us at Twitter at Nerd of the Noob. At Nerd of the Noob. We're
YouTube
on
at Nerd of the Noob.
Twitch.
Nerd of the Noob.
Or you can get us individually. My Twitter is at gman0184.
And I'm OPEC_mango. With that being said, I think we're going to call it into the episode and chat with our chat for a little bit.
So, as I like to say at the end of every episode, thank you for coming and visiting. Even if it's just 1 or 1,000 of you, you're all epic, so please stay epic.
Later.
Bye.